Hey, in Acts chapter 5, verse 12, Luke writes, those were amazing days. It sounds like kind of a bit of a setup for a great story. I like that. He's just kind of kicking back and remembering and saying, those were amazing days. Let me tell you a little story. Kind of sounds like a long time ago in a galaxy far away, which is the setup for one of my favorite stories in Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope. Well, incredible things are happening in the church. Hope is being unleashed. The church is growing like crazy. In Acts chapter 5. And there are record numbers of people that are coming to the faith, that are getting to know Jesus and becoming a part of his church. There are record numbers of people who are being healed. People are coming and they're being healed and they're being set free. But then, the plot thickens. In verses 17 through 19, it says this. Of course, this popularity of the church elicited a response. The high priest and his affiliates in the Sadducean party were jealous, so they arrested the apostles and they put them into public prison. But that night, a messenger of the Lord opened the doors of the prison and led them to freedom. All right, look at this. Is an incredible story. So they're thrown into prison. An angel comes, lets them go. They don't go hide out. They don't go escape. They go right back to unleashing the truth, unleashing hope. And the temple police, the religious cops, the stormtroopers, rush to the temple and they bring Peter and the apostles in. And check what happens in verses 28 and 29. The high priest says to them, didn't we give you strict orders to stop teaching in this name, the name of Jesus? But here you are spreading your teaching throughout Jerusalem, and you are determined to blame us for this man's death. Peter and the apostles reply, if we have to choose between obedience to God and obedience to any human authority, then we must obey God. The God of our ancestors raised Jesus from the dead. Okay, they are saying we're going to make God's opinion the one that really matters. That's the true rebel alliance. We're going to rebel against what people say, what people think, and we're going to make God's opinion the one that matters. We're going to do what God tells us to do, no matter what what people think. All right, so they keep them overnight. The temple cops, the stormtroopers, keep the apostles overnight. They beat them up, but this doesn't discourage them. In fact, it fires them up. They're stoked that they get to suffer for Jesus. In verses 41 through 42, look at this. As they left the council, they weren't discouraged at all. In fact, they were filled with joy over being considered worthy to suffer disgrace for the sake of his name. And constantly, whether in public, in the temple, or in their homes, they kept teaching and proclaiming Jesus as the anointed one, the liberating king. They're able to do this because, check this out, they're living in a new hope. And because of that, a new hope where God's opinion is the one that matters. A new hope that they're going to spread the message and unleash the truth that Jesus is alive no matter what. It's an incredible story. And it's truth. And it's a part of our story. God bless you guys. I love you. Giddy up.